Joining us tonight, Congressman Jim Jordan. He serves on both the Judiciary and Oversight Committees, a co-founder of the influential House Freedom Caucus. Congressman, great to see you. I mean, can you keep a straight face when you listen to Leader McConnell say what he did about funding for the border wall?
Or how about Chuck Schumer? We've had one shutdown this year, Lou, and it was Chuck Schumer back at the start of this year when he said amnesty was more important than funding the troops and funding the government. And now he's giving us a lecture on a shutdown? I mean, remember, he shut the government down, and then over the next couple of days, the American people said, you're crazy, so he had to reopen the government. So no one wants a government shutdown, but we do want to do what we said, and more importantly, what they elected us to do in 2016, and that was to build a border security wall. So we had better put it on this funding bill.
Do you think that the leadership has to come up with a little better rationale here for the $5 billion? Because what I heard them saying over this period of time, you got 5 weeks left. They're going to give you $5 billion. The president will have $5 billion for 2 years. And at that rate, it would take 10 years to build the damn wall.
Yeah.
I mean, the American people have had a belly full of this nonsense. That's why the Republican leaders lost heavily in this past election.
I agree. We should do the whole darn thing. We've seen what's played out the last few days on the border. We got 5 weeks. Do you think we're going to get it when Nancy Pelosi's running the House of Representatives? So, of course, we got to do it now. We got to do the whole thing now. I'll take what we can get. But we should be pushing for it, like you said, $25 billion, build the border security wall, get it in law, get it done, and let's do what the American people elected us to do. And like you say, we got 5 weeks to get it done, so let's focus on that.
Congress, which has a terrible rating, as does the Senate, part of the reason is that we have been waiting for 22 years in this country, since 1986, the last amnesty for border security be put in place. Right. I don't think the American people could be fooled by any finesse nonsense again from either party.
They're not going to be fooled. They're not going to be Charlie Brown and think that Lucy's going to keep the football this time. They want the border secured first, then we can talk about the other issues. That's how we have to. There are really two things, Lou, that have to happen in my judgment before the end of the year, before this Congress is done. One is what we've been talking about. Build the border security wall, full funding for that wall, get it done. The second is, talking about it earlier tonight, Rod Rosenstein has to come in front of us and answer our questions. After all, it's been 9 weeks since we first heard, it was first reported that Rod Rosenstein was actually thinking about wearing a wire and recording the President of the United States and invoking the 25th Amendment. Those two things have to happen in the next 5 weeks. We should spend every day here to get those two things done. That's what the American people elected us to do.
And one of the ways in which we can be assured that people will be doing what they were elected to do is to have Jim Jordan in a leadership role as the ranking member, for example, of the Judiciary Committee. You've talked with Kevin McCarthy, and the answer is?
Well, I mean, it's obviously the Republican leader's call. Working through the steering committee, we'll see what happens. I think I could serve our country there, serve our conference, serve the administration there, focus on getting to the truth and defending the truth. But we'll see how that all plays out over the next few days.
Are you confident?
I don't know. We'll have to see. But again, that's the leader's call, not mine.
Well, we'd like to see you there. I'll tell you that. I appreciate it. Congressman, as always, we learn from you. Thank you. Jim Jordan.
Thank you, Lou. Take care, brother.
You too.